Welcome guys, welcome to yet another video. This is a recap video for last week, which last week would be, let's check it out for you guys, the 14th until the 18th, right? But I did it from the 16th till the 18th because I wasn't seeing any trades that I liked, and the market is, I don't know, sometimes it's very slow, from Monday to Tuesday because it still has the previous week's momentum. So, guys, before we really get into it, I just want to make sure you guys press that subscribe button and that notification button for you to receive more videos like this. And also, if you are new, thank you for clicking, man. I hope you really find this content good and helpful in your trading career. And those that have been watching me from the first video, thank you, and I appreciate you watching and liking and sharing. It really means a lot to me. So without wasting any further time, just would like to clarify that this are what the pairs I trade, the currency pairs. So like the pound, the dollar, the euro, and the dollar and the Japanese yen, and so forth, so on, right? So this is called the DXY, the dollar index currency index, as shown here, which shows the strength of the US dollar. And I use it to make things easier for myself because if this is in an uptrend, we basically know that the dollar is gaining strength on all the pairs that it's on, right? So also this I'm sure you're seeing these lines everywhere, right? I'm a technical trader, so to have an edge within the market, I draw such lines that are called technical analysis trend lines, where we use tools like trend lines to determine the direction of where we most likely see the price action of the dollar can go to, the strength of the dollar. And luckily, this week, an amazing thing happened whereby the fundamentals were able to help our technical analysis, right? Which is always great because it gives you confidence, man. This is what gives you confidence in a long run. But fundamentals, guys, don't forget, it's just fundamentals. It's just great news. So they could be in the market for, whatever time this was, however long. Let's see, when the news must just be in the market from the 11th, the 16th of June, and now it finished where? On the 18th of June, and now it might come back to the bottom because as technical traders, we are supported by this. We don't go for fundamentals. The news will come and they will go, but we still stick to the direction of what we have analyzed, right? And I honestly see it coming here in a long run. But yeah, so we technical traders. Um yep, so let's get into it. Um Last week I had this high drawn down and touched multiple times, more than 3 to 4 times, right? So those are the rules when we are using trade lines in the forex market as a technical trader. And this is a rule that I learned from Falcon, right? So what I did here is the same as here. I took a line to the downside which represents sells. So every time this line is hit, it shows that it responds by going further down. Then it comes and touches the line again and goes further down, showing that it's a responsive trend line. It reacts every time the market goes there. It's a certified reaction, right? So I did the same on this level here, and I was like, okay, you know what? I know this thing has to be filled. It's been dropping for a while. It needs to be filled just the same way as this was filled, and this was a buy setup. So every time the market would come here, I would be basically buying until it broke here and gave me a retest, and I would have probably gotten here or here until around, yeah, hopefully this level here. If I had been patient enough, I would have brought it to this level, right? So now imagine it, this are the sales. So every time price comes like that, goes down, bah, goes down, bar goes down, breakthroughs, retest, correction, and it goes to the upside this time. So it won't always happen like that, right? But because we have prepared and we know where we would like to take our opportunity, it makes it much easier. So I realized we were in a correction and we just recently broke through this downtrend, right? And I was thinking this is going to be that 90% fill. So it needs to fill up this price action that has happened, from the sell from the up here till down here. It just needs to go back and go touch those prices, right? And look what it did. It definitely did that. So it's doing the same as what we would have predicted on this higher time frame. So this gives us great confirmation that this could probably continue to go to the upside for the coming week, well, for this week, right, of the 21st till the 25th, right? So we know that it might be going up, and this is the opportunity we took. We took this opportunity based on this correction. Like I said initially, this correction, we're using trend line tools, which are technical analysis, right? So first touch, second touch, second touch. And looking at that, I was like, okay, this might be a correction. So the probabilities are that it did a second touch and now it's heading to do a third touch, right? And that's what we wanted. We wanted to see a third touch, and then we would have sold when it got to this higher here, right here. We would have sold and taken it for the third touch here. Then here we would have waited to see if it was going to reject or it was going to break through, retest, and go to the downside. So now luckily this is a wedge. We call it a wedge, right? A wedge. Look at how thinner it becomes. It comes thinner, goes down, goes up, then it becomes thinner as it goes. It becomes thinner and thinner. So knowing that it's in a correction and knowing that there's a correction within a correction, that I know that it's going to bounce and go to the top. And look what it does. It goes up, it goes down. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put my trade right here, so that if it does go with me, it's going to come to this level here, right? The high. This is my recent high, like that's very high than all of this highs here that was set. So I know it's repeating itself and it's to come here, and that is the reason why I put my take profit there. And look what happened. The fundamental news of the FOMC, let me show you guys, happened on June 16. This one here. See this, guys? Go search FOMC and they'll tell you what it's about. It's very strong for the dollar, man. Very, very, very strong, right? So that's what happened and caused this to happen and go to the upside, which was exciting because like it just confirms that technical analysis, guys, despite the news and whatever, like news actually can be your friend or they can be your enemy, but with the right technical analysis, you can be lucky. You can be really lucky for news to be great, and this can happen. And to show that I'm not greedy, look where I put my take profit at, because I didn't think it'll go higher than this. Honestly, I didn't think so. I had other plans, but you carry out your trading plan. If this had happened, it would have been okay. I would have probably looked for this and tried selling here again. I mean, buying here again, but I wasn't on the charts looking actively because I knew I had positions in and I just wanted them to hit their TP. And knowing that this hit my TP, we're going to GBPUSD. When you get to GBPUSD, what do you get? We get a strong dollar. A strong dollar. And look what has happened here. We used the same thing, trend lines. We used the same thing, right? Rules. The rules don't change. Trend lines. Okay, I knew, okay, it's within this channel right here. It has hit more than 3 touches here, and here this is its second touch. If you would like to add this one as a third, it's also okay. So now that I'm looking here, I'm like, okay, this 1, 2, 3, 4, it's more touches. And look here, it has come to a significant zone and rejected on that specific zone, right? It rejected that zone, right? Which when you go to your far left, it's very strong zone which has a reaction to it every time it is touched, this resistance area. So now I knew, okay, this, so now this is 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. This is the fifth touch, sixth touch as well here. So I know that, okay, now that it has done this here and it's going down, it must come and retest again, you know, to make a double, to complete a double top, right? And what does it do? It completes a double top, right? And what even makes it extra for me, I'm going to go to the lower time frame, is now this downtrend here, it's in a channel. Look at the channel. Then it has come here, hit its first touch, right? Then it went up here and hit another touch. When it came back to hit another touch, then it went to the upside. But knowing that there's a couple of things you guys are going to, especially the beginner traders, as you go further, you're going to see, right? So this pattern, it goes up, it goes down, goes up, then it goes down again. So I was like, all right, this wouldn't be a bad trade if anything had to happen for it to go to the downside. Because also I wasn't sure, guys. Like I wasn't sure. I was just using the rules of the trend line, right? And also expecting with the bias from the DXY, it really supported me and gave me like some sort of confidence to be like, okay, this just might drop. So I was expecting to put it here, and that if it does go up on its way down, it might take us out properly. You can check on the previous video. And if it wouldn't have done that, I wouldn't have bought here. I would have, sold here. I would have sold here at the top as well with less risk. This was kind of risky as well. I would not lie. Then I just took this trade and putting my highs above this. Look, I'm saying my highs. My take profit above this right here. You see this right here, because also look at how the price reacts, you know. So to show that this is a strong resistance, man, it's a resistance that keeps on wicking little wicks, then it breaks through, then it came here, turned this to a support, then it breaks through. And I'm going to explain this structure in one of the videos soon, right? This structure, it's very important, this structure right here, very important, right? So with that said, plus this um shooting star, this shooting star is a candlestick known as a reversal candlestick. So every time the star shows itself, especially at the top of the resistance or support, like right here, it shows identification of a change of direction, or change of direction is nearby, right? So we're able to take this trade and it went into profits, guys. And I was happy that we caught this GU trade, and we could have gotten more out of it, but we had a plan and our plan went through and we got it right. So now we go to Euro USD, which we missed out on. Honestly, like this one, I was expecting it, but I wasn't expecting it to happen like as quick as I thought it was going to happen, man. Honestly, honestly. As you can see, most of these pairs were in a correction. So my plan here was to sell, honestly, if there was a dollar strength. And as you can see here, to show that I wasn't sure, right, I could have waited for it to come here and give me a third touch and got in here. But I was like, you know what, let me just put it here, and I don't mind risking how many pips? 60 pips. I was like, I don't mind risking 50 pips. It's okay for me. And as long as it's above this high highs, if it does come, it just might not take me out, you know. And luckily the fundamental news they came in, and it just short, man, and it went to the bottom side, to the bottom side. So I wouldn't say there was any candlestick, honestly, that gave me any confirmation to get in. It was just the structure, the structure, the structure of the pattern that the market made. Correction, guys. I just knew it's going to correct before proceeding to the downside and filling up what? And filling this up. And this, you could probably say it's a double top as well. You see, you can say it's a double top as well. Then it went down, came down, and this is gonna be the neckline, you know. So hopefully it will carry on. I wanna enter more trades, which we will see on my analysis video for this week, and yeah, hopefully it will go to the downside. And what are we using? Trend lines. The same thing. This is the 90% rule. It's going to fill up 90% of the structure, guys. So this is a great trade. Great trade, but we missed out on it. We missed out on it. But I want to enter more trades and see where we can go with it, depending on the structure we are given this coming week. Also, going to USDJPY, I skipped this, guys. I skipped this thing as well, this trade as well. You know, like I won't lie to you guys, I wasn't watching this trade at all. And as you can see, I'm using the lines as always. The lines are important, you know. So like I said, US dollar strength, right? DXY showed us the possibility of it going up. So wherever we are with the USD, especially when it's here on your left side, you buy. When it's on your right side, you sell. When it's strong against other currencies. So here I was in a correction, and this correction is within a correction, right? And it's within this one here. So I was gunning for a double bottom, right? I wanted price to do this, come down, come here, and touch down and go back to the downside. And if and go back to the downside, right? And if we are correct, it'll end up going to the upside as well, right? So now I want to see probably here to give me the exact reason why I took the trade. Oh yes. So what I was planning was for it to come hit this level here, come back to the downside. As you can see, I have the arrows here. Then from here I would have put in a buy stop and let it buy going to the upside, you know, until it filled up this area here. But as you can see, price didn't allow it to come to the bottom and hit and give me, we would say this, put it here, or you can even put it closer here, but like I said, I like it like this. So you could say this is the second touch. We were waiting for a third touch, and here 1 2 3 4 many touches, and this was a nice engulfing candlestick which shows rejection of the market, but unfortunately I wasn't watching. So now what we can expect is I'm hoping price can come here and complete the double top. And what we could have done better is if we were very observant of the market structure, we could have entered here. I wouldn't be okay with entering here. 25 pips or 30 just to be safe. It's 30. Then I'll put it like here. But obviously I want my 3 is to 1. My 3 is to 1. 3 is to 1. So if I win, I'm winning 3 times more, right? So I would have gotten here with a nice risk. 30 pips is great, guys. 30 pips, it's not too much. But also it would depend also on the volatility, how many people are trading the US dollar. So fortunately, a lot of people were trading the US dollar, and it gave it a lot of volatility to move, right? So it moved very quick, and we could have taken that trade there if you missed it. If you missed it, you could have taken a small trade right here again. Right here, let's even see how many pairs it would have been. Even you see how many small pairs, and say 20. And take this up a notch. Looking for 3-1. And we were probably going to be kicked out, because by the time it got here, I would have probably advised us to put a stop loss here, because this is a level, a strong level, a minor strong level, whereby price came and it reacted off of it, and because of that reaction, I would have known, okay, let's just put it here, stop loss, and if it continues to the downside, it does. If it comes up, it'll take us out, and it took us out in profits. And let's see, oh, it was going to be minor profits, man, but it's better than a loss. It's better than a loss. So those are the positions where we could have entered the market, but now we wait, and yeah, we'll see the rest on the coming analysis. Now US30, which I do not advise anybody to trade. Please, 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 please. Especially if you're a beginner. Please, 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 please don't. So, guys, I made the worst decision ever the past 2 weeks. I held a trade from here. Honestly speaking, from here, right here. And it came down here. And it almost took out my account, guys. Like, I almost blew my account. And this was a beautiful trade I was able to get into until it hit the position here. This was a great trade because I was patient enough for it to retest. Then after it retesting, correcting, after it correcting, I knew, I'm like, okay, this is the highest high it can make it around this area, right? And it probably helped me go into the smaller time frame. But for smaller time frame is gonna make it more obvious. Look at this candlestick, shooting star. Look at it. So I just knew that I could get in here, and also what helped me was this high here as well. So I just knew, okay, let me set it here, and I entered manually. Actually, I just entered manually because I saw the opportunity. I entered and I just let it run, and it came here and hit this level here and hit our TP, right? Then I will not lie to you guys, while still holding that trade going to the downside, I had trades that I've been holding since this area here, like I showed you guys. But even now I'm still holding them, and I'll show you on another video behind the scenes where I take videos of like my emotions and tell you guys how I feel and if I'm getting in or out of trades. So as you can see, it went down with us, but I was still able to hold, and I'm still holding going to the upside, which you guys will see on the forex analysis video. So how would you have entered this right now if you didn't know corrections, right? So if you didn't know it like me, I would have came here, put it here, fix my trend line, not trying to force one. So now this would be a false breakout, right? So me, I even took it riskier because it was here. Could have come here, put it around here, probably after seeing this wick go down and creating a new body here, they're like, all right, I'm gonna just risk it and get in here and put my TP here. Great profits either way, right? And if you feel like, okay, I wouldn't have been able to enter there. Plus, look, guys, double top formation, double top formation, go up, double top, bah, retest, go down, you know. So that's great, great price action structure, which I'll show you the tools that I use, the pattern structures. I'll show you guys in the video that's coming soon after the introduction to forex and all of that. Then when it comes to technical analysis, that's what I'll be showing you guys, because I use specific tools to look at my trades and justify the trades that I'm getting into, which have come with experience. It's not something that you will catch overnight. It's something that, like, you'll have to work and good time you'll realize what time you'll realize. So yeah, guys, those are the pairs I was active with this weekend. I mean this past week, and for me, I cannot complain, guys. Like now I'm in a buy going up with the market, but I'll show you guys. Um, so yeah, man, it was a great week, and I hope you guys were able to gain some profits. And I can't wait for you guys to watch the next video, because the next video I'm going to be in depth with what am I doing, why am I doing it. But the more time goes by, guys, and the information I give you, you look at it and you see it, you are going to understand way better what I'm doing, what I'm speaking about. So I can't wait for us to get there, but let's take baby steps, but we will definitely get where we need to get. Um, Please do watch the previous video of this week, of the previous videos recap. This is the recap for the previous video, so go watch it to get more understanding of how we were able to plan this trade and how we were able to execute them, looking at the results that have happened from the past week and the past data. So thank you for watching. Please do not forget to press the subscribe, the notification button, the notification bell button, and yeah, man, just interact with me, guys. How can I get better with explaining my videos? How can I get better with showing you guys the content? Like, interact with me. As much as you guys are growing as well from the information, I want to grow as well, man, to be able to explain this in the easiest way I can, to make it easier for you and other people who are going to be interacting with the videos. So yeah, man, thank you for watching, and please look out for the coming video, which is dropping Tuesday in the morning, the analysis. Yes, so we're dropping the analysis in a couple of hours after dropping this one. So let's get locked in. Peace out, guys.